The U.S. Capitol Police has sent a notice that there are reports of an active shooter for folks to keep away from that area. That's actually my neighborhood where I live in Washington, D.C. So again, let's let them investigate. We don't know if it's for sure or not, but again, since it happened just a couple years ago, I can understand what we have to make sure that we take all precautions. But it's unfortunately the new era that we live in. You know, we're going to see situations like this. We got to prevent as much as we can. But it's it's those type of situations that we've been seeing lately.
Congressman, I mean, is this the type of, we're looking at a massive response as far as the eye can see down the street that we're looking at. There are police cars, there are ambulances. Is this the kind of response that would be called if there was just a phone call in with a threat? Or does this tell you that because the Navy Yard is on lockdown and there's a shelter in place directive that they did hear something more?
Well, you know, I don't think just a simple phone call is going to get that unless they have a little bit more than that. Again, I'd rather have this type of response than just say, oh, you know, somebody's calling wolf and we don't react. So, I mean, that just shows that our men and women are reacting to situations. Again, it might be false, it might not be true, but again, I'd rather have them react the way they're reacting just in case.
Congressman, we're getting word right now that Pennsylvania Avenue in front of the White House, Lafayette Park right next to the White House, they are right now closed to tourists. Our White House correspondent Jim Acosta is telling us he's seeing stepped up security around the White House at this time. You have to imagine that is standard operating procedure whenever there is a security threat being investigated in the Washington, D.C. area right now. All we know right now is there is a threat being investigated, reports of shooting in the Navy Yard. The Navy right now asserting there are no confirmed reports of a shooting as of now, but they are investigating. Congressman, I wonder if you could talk about what lessons have been learned since the shooting there 2 years ago. Again, a dozen people were killed right on that scene where we're looking at live pictures right now. The security presence is huge. The issue following that was security clearance. Contractors who are perhaps let on the grounds there of a military facility without being screened as thoroughly as they should be.
Well, you know, certainly we've seen that it's not only the folks, the terrorists, the folks that might commit this type of situations, but sometimes it's even folks that we have cleared and maybe not properly vetted and continuously vetted on this, or sometimes it might be a mental illness. But this just shows you that when somebody wants to cause harm, all they have to do is just make it right one time, just get through one time.